for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan. Today we have a surprise from Leo, which that in and of itself sounds quite ominous. In a few moments, you'll have to understand, if you're analytical at all, that I'm in on the surprise, but I'm not going to explain why. You'll figure it out. So, first order of business is to open this box, which seems somewhat abbreviated compared to the most of the boxes that we open.
You're too close. There you go.
Get it in a minute. One more and should be ready to go. I have to open this up again, but we'll see. Well, this is always a very nice surprise. It has a pretty nice gig bag. It just says portable multifunction.
Okay. So is it
in my 60-something years of playing, I've never found a non-portable guitar, but this one is, marked as portable. That's good, I guess.
Pretty good shot, Dan. Pretty good shot.
Yeah, not too bad for an old blind guy. Let's see how much wrapping we have. Oh, and it has a Velcro restraint for the neck, which I always like. So there's that. And it's got string protection.
This one was made for you. No foam bag, no nothing.
Yeah. I approve. And it's got its own wireless thing here. I think that's just a little pillow for the neck. It is in a little bag, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't feel a zipper or anything. I think it's just a little pillow for the neck. So let's see what we have in the string bag. We got a cord. I think we actually got two cords.
Oh, one is a USB cord.
Yeah, and the other's mini plug to mini plug. So these are not guitar cords like a normal guitar cord. And we've got an Allen wrench Oh, and it's going to sound ridiculous, but this is one of my favorite possessions. It costs like $5. It's a a pick wallet that you can put on your key string, your keychain.
Awesome.
So, because you never know when you're going to need a pick. So these usually hold, I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 5 picks. I'm not going to open it up and test it, but extra strings. So not a bad little haul for.
So is portable multifunction the name of the guitar?
No, I'm going to tell you the name of the guitar, even though you already know it and I already know it.
Right.
But you know, I'm just kind of letting the suspense brew. The question, oh, I guess that must have a battery somewhere in there. Hopefully it's working. If not, you can just use it as a regular guitar. But this guitar, if you want to get a close-up shot of that,
what is it, Dan?
it's the Gitafish.
Gitafish?
He said, incredulously, yes, it's the Gitafish.
Why would it be called a Gitafish?
I'm not sure, because it doesn't really look like a fish.
Does it look like a fishing pole?
Not to me, it doesn't.
So did we get a fish?
Well, we got a Gitafish. I don't know if we got a fish, but oh yeah. And here's the Leo Ryan je ne sais quoi of this little exercise, which is he did get a fish.
And what scale will you be playing it in, Dan?
The scale of, I don't know. So, anyway, this is a rather obscene looking protuberance.
It's called an anal fin, Dan.
Yeah,
All fish have them.
yeah. Well, this one is little and pink. You should be familiar with that.
I am.
Okay.
I've seen you before.
Gee, I never thought I'd have to use this twice in 2 video sessions, but yo.
That would be yo mama, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so
Gotcha.
you know, people have seen pictures of you. I can still outrun you by like 10 to 1.
Well, I can outthal you.
Yeah, and I'll help you. Right there, right there. You will outrun me for those 8 or 10 feet. You know, gravity will be assisting.
Correct.
Okay, well, obviously Leo had this planned and made me part of his diabolical plan. This is, well, you saw what it is. It's a mechanical fish. It's nice and soft.
It's an animatronic fish. Its name is Shad. It's my friend. And hey, put it over to. You're gonna play. Hang on. What scale? Come on, pip, over here. You're gonna play in this scale right there. That one.
Yeah, we have.
We beat that fish to death.
We beat that pun to death. And if this were heavier, somebody else might get beat to death. This would not last more than 2-3 strikes.
Right.
But Well,
Well,
just so you get your money's worth, I think this cost like $10.
20. It was a $20 fish.
Well, Leo, you told me it was all charged up.
It is. You just didn't shake it.
Well, shake it, don't break it.
It's like a billy bob bass that doesn't sing and isn't glued to a board.
That is really disconcerting. Okay, so as we said, we've beaten that pun to death. This is an interesting guitar. Couple of things about it. Let's just look at it first. It's, for its size, it's relatively heavy. It's got the largest back plate of any guitar I've ever seen. Got a fully finished neck. The fingerboard and the top are bound. They have that kind of wood look binding that I like. I tend to think that blends better with actual wood. Sunburst, one tone, one volume, 3 pickup selections, 2 pickups, two humbuckers as far as I can tell. Hardtail bridge. Each of the bridge saddles is individually adjustable. Got lots of screws on the front. It has inlay on the fingerboard. I gotta say, it's not the most attractive inlay I've ever seen, but it is probably useful, especially if you're a beginning guitar player, because you can't miss it. It has a 22 fret neck, which pretty nice for. How much does this guitar cost?
$115.
$115. So all this stuff, including wireless and a pretty nice gig bag, and
you forgot to mention built-in effects.
Well, I didn't forget. Just didn't allow me to.
Okay.
We're getting to this little panel right now.
Okay. I just thought you were too blind to see it. I'm sorry.
No, it's got an on-off switch. And it's actually got a battery or charge on it. It has chorus. Let's see. Chorus, overdrive, and TRE. I'm not sure.
Tremolo.
Oh, tremolo. Okay. Apparently, you can only get one at a time, and then it's got a channel select. I think that's for the wireless. Let's turn it off so we don't use up the battery. Now Leo had said, although I don't see it so far, that you can use this either wirelessly or you can use it as a normal guitar, which is probably what we're going to do. Or it was rumored to have its own internal speaker. I don't believe that's the case, but it does have a headphone jack, so you can play it, silently, basically, just using your own headphones. It also has an aux jack, and it does have that that mini plug to mini plug cord.
That's probably a charging cable, right?
No, there's two cords. One is the USB cable in there. There's the
That's what I
charger.
meant. It's probably for charging.
But this says aux, and that is the mini plug to mini plug. And so you can plug it into your stereo or some other mode of, well, that's actually a good question. Is it aux in or is it aux out? Is it both? If it's aux in, you can like use your phone or some other device and have both your track and your guitar come out either wirelessly or through the cord. Not sure about that. So anyway,
Is it actually wood?
yes.
I mean, it's a very nice looking guitar for a $115 guitar.
No, it's actually pretty heavy. I don't know if this is mahogany, but it's got some heft to it. It's got a beautiful contouring on the back, and a much better guitar than I had anticipated reviewing, since I had been told about it in advance, even though I had to pretend like I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, you didn't pretend at all. What are you talking about? You gave up the whole thing.
No, I didn't. I gave up the fact that well, never mind. See, this is the way it gets when his aims are thwarted. You gave up the whole thing.
Yeah.
You bastard.
I need more tequila.
Yeah. And I am still not quite sure. I'm still not quite sure of the brand. Do they have different models?
Not that I could see.
It has a very interesting shape. It is the offset set shape that some people like and some people hate. Like a Jazzmaster or one of those. But in terms of execution, this one is actually done pretty well. And I don't see any flaws on the finish. No scratches, no dings, no scuff marks. So they sent it out at least visually in pretty good shape. The strap buttons are a little odd, just because they're both so high. Normally this back one would be closer to the middle, but we're not going to put a strap on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So there you have it, folks. We're going to stop now and tune it up and put it through its paces as best we can. And we'll be back momentarily. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan back again today with this Gitafish guitar. Excuse me, I got a cough drop in my mouth. I started coughing. Before we go any further, let us remember to do our board CNE for Gunter. So here we go. Man, died out pretty quick. I'd give it maybe a 6. This is a very odd beast, this guitar. It does have built-in effects. You can only use one effect at a time. Right now we're using it wirelessly. It comes with its own little wireless receiver, and as soon as you turn the guitar on, it starts broadcasting wirelessly to that receiver. You can pick your channel, but right now we're using channel 1, and it seems to be adequate. It's picking up. I don't know if you can hear the amp, but there's a very distinct swishing sound that doesn't generally happen with the amp. And we're just on our clean patch that we would normally use. We're going to show you the effects and just how it sounds with the wireless, just because, you know, so that we cover that. But when we actually test the guitar, we're going to use it plugged in the normal fashion. So let's see, this is the chorus. You might be able to hear it better on the bridge pickup. And it has more than one setting. One is a little faster, the second one is a little deeper. As far as I can tell, it only has three chorus settings. You just keep hitting the button to get whichever one suits you. It has distortion. The distortion is pretty horrific, but we'll let you hear it just because. Seems to only have one distortion setting. As I mentioned already, it's pretty horrific. Guaranteed to drive your neighbors crazy. And here's the, it says trem or TRE, it's really vibrato. So here's the vibrato sound. And then it has at least two vibrato sounds. So it appears to have three vibrato sounds. Hey folks, we had a little bit of technical difficulty, which is we ran out of recording room, but I was pretty much completely done with demonstrating the effects on the guitar. So we're not going to go back and do that again. You're going to probably see a little just cut off that we normally do things more smoothly than that, but rather than making me do the whole thing again, we're just going to explain what happened, which I just did. So we're going to stop now one more time.
Need to do the pickup settings.
I will,
okay.
But I'm going to do those with the regular plug-in guitar.
Okay.
You know, this is usable, but it is not particularly desirable, if you ask me. I mean, you're hearing a whole lot of hum and swish through the guitar that we would not normally have, and you can play it this way wirelessly. We've demonstrated that successfully happens, but we're going to just play it the regular way from now to the end of the review, just to basically to be fair to the guitar. Because for $119, it's actually kind of an amazing thing. I mean, just to have any of this stuff for that price and wireless that's quite a bargain. On the other hand, it's not state of the art in terms of how well it works. So there it is, the Gitafish. We're gonna stop one more time, or at least one more time, and we'll be back. We've already done our Bortzini, correct?
Yep.
Before we started the last section. So we'll be back, and we'll actually go through the regular, going through the pickups and playing a little track for you. So back in a minute. Thanks. Hey folks, Dan Ryan back again with this Gitafish guitar. Don't ask me why they named it that. There's really nothing particularly fish-like about it. But it's a pretty nice looking offset design guitar. One thing I will tell you is you cannot use it, you cannot turn these effects on while it's plugged in like this. There's some interference between the wireless and the wired setting, and it's no bueno. You won't like it. But we just got it plugged in as a regular guitar, and so we're going to just try the pickups as we normally would. So here we are on the neck position, and I might as well just stay in D. What the hell? You'll notice that there's a lot more treble than there was when you were using the wireless. A lot more volume. We haven't changed the volume on the amp at all. So if you can use a regular amp, you're probably going to end up being much happier with it as an actually viable guitar that you might be able to play at a jam session or in a band or something. And here's both pickups. And here's the bridge pickup. Pickup settings. Tone and volume are wide open. It has one tone, one volume. So without all the bells and whistles, it's really a pretty simple guitar, and works okay. So we're going to stop one more time, retune one more time, and figure out something to play for you, and we'll be right back. Thanks. Hey folks, we're here back here again with this Gitafish guitar. $115. We've already been through the appearance and the built-in effects and the wireless and all that stuff. So, and the pickups in the normal fashion that we do it. So now we're just going to play something for you. And today it is our friends at Elevated Jam Tracks, and it's the Deep Floating Groove guitar backing track in G minor. So here we go. trouble stopping the track, but I didn't mention it before we started playing that track, but as we were tuning it up, the B string had not been secured very well on the tuning peg, so it didn't break the string, but it did yank it completely out. So we had to stop and remount it. But the whole thing drifted a little bit while I was playing that tune, and we've tuned it up, I don't know, at least 5 times. But other than that, played nice action. The fret job is pretty clean. Once again, as you get towards the top of the neck, you have just the tiniest bit of sharp edges, but up here it's fine. So there you have it, the Gitafish. I
forgot to mention, Dan, that it's a short scale guitar. The guitar is 35 inches long.
Yeah, well, I guess it is short for a 22 fret neck, but certainly not unplayable. And just kind of by happenstance, we've been reviewing some guitars that I might not have expected would be good travel guitars. This might be one of them, although you can certainly use the internal effects and the wireless and the headphone out, and for if you're in a hotel room or somebody's house or something, you might want to use it that way. But if you were going to take it out to play it, I'd just play it the regular way. It sounds far better that way. So there you have it, the Gitafish. I kind of thought it was going to be a joke, but it's actually quite a credible guitar. I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ron's behind the camera. We hope that you will like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to be informed of our future videos. And with that, we'll see you next time.